Well, Jono, obviously everyone's been back in pre-season training for a while. First of all, how has it been going?
Yeah, it's been really good. The boys have been working hard. We've had long days, getting the hours in on the pitch, meetings, gym sessions, a lot of developing, which has been good, and I think it's helped a lot of the new players settle in. We've obviously had a few trialists as well, so it's been good, and the group's been bubbly about it.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, those new signings, how have they been settling in? Does it feel kind of like that the squad has a bit of a freshness about it this year?
Yeah, I think sometimes a change is good as well for individually and for the team. So having a lot of new faces, obviously I know Willow from before, he's settled in really well. Sort of he knows Tunny from their time at Millwall as well, so they've settled in well. And Clark knows Rags as well. So everyone that's come in sort of has a familiar face they've latched onto. Gav knows Ronan, so everyone that's come in has a familiar face they know, and it's helped them, I think, settle in really quickly.
And in terms of getting to know each other, obviously the pre-season friendlies will help with that. It must have been nice to get some minutes against QPR earlier this week.
Yeah, obviously we do enjoy the training part and the running. It's maybe not so much the enjoyable bit, but we want to play football and we want to play games. So the games are good. It's going to give us a good base fitness that we've had from the first couple of weeks of doing the running and the intense training, and then now that we're getting some games, we're going to obviously target getting some minutes and getting some good performances in there, gearing up to the start of the season away to Fleetwood.
How nice is it from a personal point of view to get off the mark in pre-season as well with a goal against QPR?
Yeah, obviously it's nice just to have the feeling of it in the back of the net, whether it's in training or in a game. So especially after a long break in the summer. So the first goal was always nice, but to be honest, it doesn't really count for much. So it will give me some confidence, obviously moving forward. Hopefully you can get a few more during pre-season and then hit the ground running come Fleetwood. Yeah,
because you're looking at the pre-season games and there's some really stern opposition in there, higher level opposition as well. Is that something that you're sort of relishing?
Yeah, definitely. You want to play against teams that can also give you problems, and a lot of the teams that we're playing are teams where we sort of want to be. A lot of championship teams that we're playing. So the one Premier League game, I think, if I'm right, and so we want to get up to the Championship, so we want to test ourselves against them, see where we are physically, see where we are as a team, and good opposition will help with that. And again, it's all about just getting minutes on the pitch, keeping people fit, get through pre-season with a fully healthy squad and be ready for the first game.
And Havant Waterlooville tomorrow in front of 3,000 Pompey fans, what are you going to get out of that one?
Well, I'm going to enjoy having some fans back in the stadium, first of all. It's been a long time coming for everyone, really, and I think you can see that the impact that the Euros is having and people being able to go back into the stadiums and enjoy football, that's a big factor, obviously, is people, their mental well-being and looking after themselves, and football's a great release for people. So first of all, I'm happy that the fans will be back in there, and it's a game that the boys enjoy, have it every season. We want to go in there and we want to, put on a good performance. Again, as I say, with the fans being back in who haven't seen us play for a while, see some new faces and get through the game, hopefully get a win, and then we're on to our trip next week.
You mentioned the Euros there. How have you been watching the games and how will you be watching on Sunday?
Some of the early games, obviously, we was in our break, so I was either at the pub or I was on holiday. Obviously the ones now I've kind of had to be at home, but Sunday, obviously a massive game for the country, and I was speaking earlier to the lads, it's 55 years since we've been to a final. Like, my mum was 1 year old when England last got to a final, so it's going to be a great game, and hopefully England can do it, and hopefully I'm trying my hardest to get a ticket, so if I can get one I'll get there, so if not, I'm sure I'll be watching it with my mates somewhere.
Perfect. Well, enjoy it wherever you are, John. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.